Coach, are you any closer to? I know you want 10. Are you any closer to knowing what 5 after a couple weeks of camp?
Well, I'm really excited about just the progress that's been made with the whole group as we've gone through camp. I felt like guys have really pushed hard to make themselves better every day. So that plays itself out all the way through the depth. And the guys that are pushing for positions and trying to do a good job in the depth, I think, have gotten better. And so it's given us a feeling that we've got access to a little bit more depth as we go forward. And that we know that that's going to play out through the season, that we're not going to go through the season with 5 guys. And so I'm encouraged that there's guys that are challenging for positions that have gotten better, and we can feel good about putting them in the game.
Are all 5 up for grab, or just a couple up for grab still?
Well, we feel pretty comfortable about a couple of spots, and we think that we've got some guys that have nailed things down. But there's always going to be flexibility with positions in that group, and you know, we've seen guys that have bounced around throughout the season last year that have moved from guard to tackle, that have moved from center to guard. So I know that that's going to happen, and we continue to work that way too. We get reps at guys playing different positions. So however the season shakes out, I'm comfortable that we can put 5 good guys out there. But really, when we settle in on 5, we're excited about who those guys are.
At the luncheon, Bobby said we're working to get tougher, right? Offensive line. What do you think you meant by that?
Well, I think Coach always believes that that's the case with the offensive line, and I do too. I think they're the foundation of the toughness of our team. They have to show that every time we go out, and it's been a tough camp, and they've survived well. They've done a good job of pushing through the tough days, of being where they needed to be each and every day. And so I think that we have faced that hurdle and crossed that hurdle, and I feel good about where we are.
Thoughts on how the offense scrimmage today?
Yeah, I thought we came out maybe a little bit off sync at the start. I thought the defense was really playing hard and doing a good job at the start of the scrimmage, and we were just missing on a few plays. We were on the edge on some blocks. We were missing on a few pass plays. We drove down and got some field goals instead of touchdowns, and that's always something that we want to do a better job of. We want to take the ball on long drives and stick it in the end zone. And so I thought early we weren't all hitting on all cylinders. But as the scrimmage went on, I thought they really collected themselves and got their focus together. We made some long drives for big plays and for touchdowns. And then when we started the second half, I thought there was a real energy in the second half. And I was really proud of how we came back after a short break and got back into full speed effort and full speed execution.
Mike, how would you assess what Cole and Nathan have done at the center spot and kind of maybe a little update on both of them?
Yeah, I think that has been a huge improvement for us as we work towards solidifying a Final 5. I think Cole has provided more power and more strength. He's given us a real presence inside, a physical presence, and I really have been encouraged about not only that, but his athletic ability on the second level. He gets through blocks. He doesn't get hung up a lot of times in the line of scrimmage and gets to the second level, which the center's got to do. He's got good command of targeting defenses and understanding what he's seeing, even though this is kind of the first time he's been through this for a full year. So I've been encouraged with that. And then I think Nathan Sheeler's made as much progress as anybody on our team. I mean, I think he really has got great feet, not good feet, but great feet. He can stay connected to a block, plays well in the second level, and understands what we're doing. And so I think he'll give us a real presence in there at center that we don't feel like that we're just relying on one guy. We've got a couple of options in there that we can live with, and I'm excited about both of them.
Bobby has talked about how just in the fact that you have to, from a production standpoint, replace Lamar more than 3,000 passing yards a year, more than 1,000 rushing yards a year. When you have that void in sheer production, you talked about how you replace that. Who are some guys that have stepped up?
Well, I think first and foremost, our offense allows us to replace that. We've got diversity in our offense. We've got the ability to use multiple formations, to spread defenses out, to isolate receivers and get them in the best position we can get them in. we can overload formations and give our running backs an opportunity. So the diversity in our offense, first and foremost, gives us an opportunity to spread the ball around. And then we've got talented targets out there. I mean, we've got guys that can make big catches, that can break for long runs. And I think Puma's done a really good job of delivering the football where it needs to go. And so I'm excited that the pieces are there for us to be able to do that. And the best part about it is the vehicle is there to do it. We've got the offensive scheme that allows us to be able to maneuver players where we want them.
Do you feel like this offense is back closer to what more the offenses that you've had more of in the past, rather than the past two, which have been probably rightfully built around one star player?
Well, I think you guys have seen Coach Petrino's offense the first time that we were here. You've seen it before Lamar. That all of those pieces are there, and so what you do when you're a really talented head coach and offensive coordinator, you structure the offense to fit the players that you have, and Coach does a great job of that, and that's what this offense will be. It'll be structured around getting the ball to our best players that can make plays, and that's what this offense has always revolved around. Coach has always gotten the ball to the best players, and I'm encouraged that we've got some talented kids that can get out there and do some great things. And so now it's about, let's go do it. Let's don't talk about it. Let's go do it. And that's a little bit about what today was.
What's your impression on how the newcomers Boone and Smock have progressed this fall?
I'm really encouraged. Adonis Boone is a guy that has got great size. He's got really good athletic ability. He is such a conscientious person. He cares about the details and trying to do them right. When he does something that's not right, it really bothers him. And he's shown signs that he's on the path to developing into a really good player. And so I think, I'm just encouraged every day watching him get better and better. And then I think Wyatt Smock has come in without the benefit of the summer and jumped in there and really learned what to do. And I'm sure a lot of what he's still unsure about, but he at least is faking it pretty good and getting in the right spots. And he's a guy with good talent as well, good feet, good power, and good toughness. And so those are two really good young players that I'm anxious to work with.
Coach talked yesterday about finding ways to get these two freshman running backs on the field, kind of like you did Michael Bush and Colby Smith. That's a lofty comparison, but could those two guys make an impact in your offense right away?
Oh, they definitely can make an impact. They've got incredible speed. They've got great vision, and they're dangerous with the ball in their hand. They're hard to tackle in the open field, and our job is to get them in a position where they can use that talent. Certainly there's a lot of offense that they have to master, and as they continue to work every day, I'm sure that they grasp more and more of it, and what they're able to execute correctly, then that allows us to put them on the field. And they made some tremendous plays out there today, just wow plays. And so we're excited about what both those guys can be.
All right, Coach.